Hi guys, welcome back to another chapter day video. I hope you guys are doing fine and staying alright. So if you've watched the video I recently posted, Joshua chapter 8, you know I've been behind in posting a chapter day videos. 2 days behind, and I decided today I'm gonna post 3 videos all in one day. This is the second video, and then there's one more video, and I'll finally achieve this goal I have set for myself. But yeah, welcome back to another chapter. And the previous chapter, Joshua chapter 8, it talked about the city of Ai and the killing of King Akin, how they had relationships. So basically, King Akin was killed because of Ai. So yeah, that's the straightforward relation. But in today's chapter, we're reading Joshua chapter 9, and it's a pretty long chapter. It has, where did that accent just come from? It's a pretty long chapter. Okay, it has 27 verses. Pretty long, I guess so. But this chapter, it's talking about how the Amorites deceived Joshua, and how Joshua and the Israelites made a decision to make a covenant with them without praying or talking to God. So basically, I don't know much about the Amorite tribe, but they're around Jericho, on the Israelites' path to reaching the promised land. They were around Jericho. The Israelites are about to reach the land of Canaan. In Joshua chapter 10, they have finally reached the land of Canaan. Spoiler alert. But on the journey, there are cities that they're going to capture and stuff like that. But Joshua meets a bunch of these people that he doesn't know are the Amorites, but they come and deceive him that, oh, they're the Amorites. So, rather, they're not the Amorites. Just come and pretend to be other people. Right? And Joshua immediately, without even praying to God, without even talking to God, or just asking for God's guidance and God's will, he just makes a covenant with them. He just takes them in, gives them food, takes them in as slaves and workers. He just doesn't even pray to God, not knowing that they were spies. So yeah, that was pretty highlighting the things that just experiences that I've had where, certain things just happen and they may look good to me, but truly it just look good to me. But God knows what's better. He knows what is better versus what I believe is better for me. I rather go with what God knows is better for me than what I believe is better for me. So yeah, I kind of found that correlation between what they went through and what experiences that I've gone through. So some verses that stood out to me for this chapter were verse 2 and verse 15. So I'm currently opening my Bible to Joshua chapter 9. Okay, so verse 2 says, they gathered together with one accord to fight Joshua and Israel. So basically, on their process or on their path to going to the land of Canaan, like I said earlier, they met all these tribes, they met all the cities, all these people they were going to capture and take, which Joshua and the Israelites did fight off by God's grace. So basically, that was just given an intro that there were tribes they had to fight off, but the Amorite people deceived themselves and came off as spies. Now, verse 15 says, so the men partook of their provisions, and they did not ask direction from the Lord. So basically, these people that are Amorites but are spies, they're dressing up as people who are not Amorites, come to Joshua, and without even going to God, without asking for direction for God, they just immediately, boop, let's make a covenant with them. Let's take them as our own. Excuse me, how do you do that so quickly? But yeah, that was what happened there, and it just came to help me realize that, wow, God's will and God's grace and God's direction is like the most ideal thing we need. Our own beliefs, our own things we believe and know that are better for us is not even, you can't compare it to what God knows is better for us. So yeah, I just wanted to use that opportunity to say, no matter what you're going through, just always go to God, ask Him for His directions, make your wants less of you and more of Him, make your life less of you and more of Him, and it's just going to be amazing. Ask for God's grace and God's will. Let's say if you want to achieve something or if you're confused on what to do, I always like to pray to God that He should, if it's His will, let Him make the path smooth and easy, and just straightforward. But if it's not His will, let it not be easy. Let it be frustrating. Let it be crooked. That's the kind of prayer I do in times where I'm confused or I don't really know what to do. That's how I pray to God, to give me good guidance, direction, and His will to have power over what I'm doing. So yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe and doing all right, and I ask that God helps us to overcome our shortcomings and any of our mistakes and our flaws. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye.